Sound off like you've got a pair, and welcome back to your... Sound off like you've got a pair, and welcome back to your friendly neighborhood Private Havok. And we are back in Kerbal Space Program. I have redesigned my space plane, and I have made it a jet car. What we're going to do is we're going to cheat the system a little bit in order to gain some science so we can unlock some more stuff. And I will show you what I mean. We will go to our launch. Put our brakes on, because we don't want to roll them back. X out. The Z and X operate our throttle. Max or off. Space bar to turn our engines on, turn our brakes off, and throttle up just a little bit. Because this thing is lickety fast. But we are cheating the system. Too fast. We're cheating the system because every one of these locations at the Kerbal Space Center is a different biome. Every single one of them is a different biome. And since it's a different biome, we can do science at each one. Material study from the runway, 7.5 science. We will keep that. I also put thermostats all over this, so we're going to log temperature here, 2.4 science. And hopefully we can open up that bay without causing too much harm to our vehicle. Observe mystery goo. 3 science. Close. Throttle up a bit. And since we have Bob Kerman is our scientist, so he can reset all of this and continue to do science for a very long time. But we are going to drive around and check out... We almost forgot. We want to get as much science as we possibly can. We're going to put our brakes on, because we are going to do a crew report, 1.5 science, and an EVA. Or we can do an EVA report, keep that. We will take all of the data from the ship and then store all of the data. And we will hop off. We will collect data. Yep, that'll that will render this module inoperable. Restoring functionality requires a scientist. So we remove the data and we restore that. Because he's a scientist. And we will do another EVA report, because now we're on the runway. F to grab. B to board. Yeah, board anyways. We'll dump that experiment. What experiment did we dump? Let us review stored data. Materials, runway, EVA, and crew report. So we will keep. We will power up again, and we will get more science. From around the Space Center. It's a bit of a cheat, yes, but I couldn't get my space plane to fly. Or actually, I did get it to fly, but it exploded in mid-flight. Sadly, I wasn't recording the explosion at the time. We are going to go around to the different buildings, gather up as much science as we possibly can in order to unlock more nifty stuff. So we can build bigger space planes, cooler space planes. Ooh, brakes. And we will do science here. Observe. 7.5 science. Open this up. Get more. Observe. We're at the astronaut complex now, so 3 science. Close. Log more temperatures. 2.4 science. Can we do a crew report here? Excellent. EVA. EVA report. Keep data. Can we take data and store experiments? Wow, had a little bit of a problem there. Keep data. Take data. Store. Won't let us store that other EVA report. That's fine. That's fine. We're getting plenty of science. We'll turn our brakes off. We'll throttle up again. We'll log temperatures. And we could do this trip many a times, and we will get a refund on almost all of the fuel. Since we're not even using that much. Can we log temperatures we pass by? Yep. Can we get a crew report as we pass by? Yep. And let's see if we can get a log temperature here. Oh, no. Log temperature here. Excellent. Oh, don't want to roll over. But we've already done experiments at the launch pad, so we don't have to go back to the launch pad to do more experiments. Log temperature. This is where we build all of our nifty rockets that go explody. Put on the brakes. We'll do... Oh, don't want to overwrite. We got an EVA. We'll do EVA report. Keep data. And we will take data. Store experiments. And we will board. And then we will do a crew report. And we'll recover. We'll recover what we have here and see what kind of science we got. And just by driving around a little bit, we picked up 46.2 science just driving around to a few little buildings. We got 68 science. We received 11,544 funds from recovered parts. Excellent. No reputation. 1 XP earned. But with that science that we earned, we can get advanced rocketry and general construction. What do we want? What do we want? Do we want flight control? No. Advanced rocketry? Yes. That has got a much bigger fuel tank. And that is very useful. So we will research that. And now we can build with even bigger fuel tanks. And that is what we are going to do. See, that is a much bigger fuel tank. With that bigger fuel tank, we should be able to make it much higher. Maybe we could even make it to like an orbit or something. That would be awesome. Our goos in the service bay. I'm gonna put some thermostats on our ship. We can do science that way. We need our parachute, and we're gonna get our twin chutes like that, because that brings us in really nice. I am liking how smoothly that brings us in. Put our heat shield on. Decoupler. And we can do fuel tanks. Double up these fuel tanks. Put a See if we can get high enough to actually... This is what I'm thinking. We're going to use the Terrier in space. If we can get us high enough to actually use the Terrier. Because the Terrier is a very, very, very efficient engine in space, but not in atmosphere. Do not want to make this ship too big. What are we sitting at? 9 tons? Alright. We're sitting at 9 tons. Maybe. Maybe we can get 3 of these. Nope. Can't get 3 of those. Can we get 3 of the hammers? Nope. Can we do 2? See if we can get a stable 2. If we can get a stable 2, that would be nice. These thumpers are really good. Nope, we can't even do 2. We may just have to do 1. Can we do 1? Yeah, we can do 1. Excellent. I'm going to put on our winglets. Close to the exhaust as possible. Oh, no, don't want tail fins. Get some winglets there too. Looks good. Our staging is good. We're going to give Valentina. Valentina is going to have some flight experience now. Let her get up there. Let her do some science. Now, we do not have a thermostat temperature. Where is our thermostats? There they are. We'll log temperature from here because we don't have a temperature reading from here. SAS is on. Staging looks good. Valentina looks happy. So we are going to launch and hopefully not explode. Slow and steady wins the race to space. Looks good. Gaining speed. Not the fastest rocket, but we want to make it there alive. Oh, we've got some yaw issues. We've got some yaw issues going on. She wants to fall over. Definitely not the happiest rocket. Valentina is enjoying herself down there, smiling away. She's loving it. We'll throttle up our next stage a bit and separate and go. Oh, a little twitchy, But we are on our way up. Let us see what our altitude is. We are getting up there, 15,000. I'm going to lean her over to the 10-degree mark. That will put some good distance. Get our... that is going weird. We are climbing. We're doing good. We're going to lean over a little bit more. And a little bit more. We're going to start to angle it down about 45 degrees. Altitude is still climbing. tip it over a little bit more. We will definitely be making it into space on this motor. That is good. We're going to do some separation. Turn on our Terrier. As we have definitely got the height. Let's drop her down. There we go. If we can make an orbit out of this, that would be awesome. We may have the fuel for it, we may not. If not, we are getting some good distance, good speed. Altitude is leveling out. I don't want it too high. We may not achieve orbital speed, but we are definitely flying high and happy. That we are creating a very good arch. Fully throttle up. Get as much flight out of this as possible. And our engine's off. Maybe if we added another fuel tank, we would be able to achieve orbit. But all's good. We didn't explode. We are up in space. Get some science. No, we already collected science from up there with that. Let's see about this. Observe mystery goo. We've already collected science from there. We will do a crew report from up here. We've already collected science. Oh wow, we're up here. Might as well get a EVA report. I am afraid drifting away. Drifted there for a second, but let's try this again. We will forget how to let go. Oh. That's how we board, but we are coming back down. We do not want to be outside of our spacecraft when we come back. That would not be good. And hopefully we have achieved enough speed. We're still gaining speed. We need to be doing 1,610 meters a second. We are climbing in speed. Ever so slightly. We need to be at 28 to 39,000 to test our heat shield. Where will we be landing? We're going to be landing in a deserty region. Possibly landing in the deserty regions. That is some good distance that we've gotten to. Broken some speed records. We're going to accelerate time. Yep. And jettison extra bit of fuel. We're going to rotate our ship around to retro. Retro. Do we have any temperature readings from 50,000? Oh, we'll get a temperature reading from 50,000. Observe materials bay up here. No, we won't do that. We'll get a crew report from up here. No, we won't do that. Yes, we have tested our heat shield. Excellent. We will get science and money for that. And we are coming in super hot. That is insanely hot. That thing is saving my behind. That is saving my behind right now. No, do not drift like that. Do not drift like that. I'm causing heat damage. I don't know what exploded. I do not like it when things explode like that. We have got some scorch marks on our craft. We've got some serious scorch marks on our craft. Do not mind the blackened bits of the spacecraft. Hopefully our parachutes still work. I think one of our thermometers broke. Get a crew report over the desert. Observe materials over the desert. We'll open up our bay and observe that over the desert. It's still observing it as open our parachutes before we crash, because we are at that point. We were only 1,000 meters up. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. We're going to open so that we can get some science from in here. Observe. Keep that. So we have gotten some science. We scorched part of our ship. But we lived. We lived, and that is the important bit. And we're going to recover our vessel, see what we got. That was a harrowing experience. Valentina, whew, you a lucky girl. We got 42.9 science. Awesome. She got an experience point. We didn't get any reputation, but we did complete. Should have completed our heat shield test.
Aha!
Tell you what, we're gonna. We got time to complete those tests, but. Ooh, I don't want to fail any of them. Well, we will experiment around some more. I'm going to do some things off camera, see what I can come up with, and I will see you all in the next video. Till then, take care, have a good day, be safe, and as always, dismissed.